everybody here has a bicycle that can get you up that hill with relative ease. But the critical issue is you have to be in the proper gear. Now, in cycling, those gears in the back, they're just the opposite of how we talk. The big gears are the small ones, and the small gears are at the top. Let me just get on so I make sure. So for teaching, let me do this way. For teaching purposes, these are your big gears down here. Even though they're smaller mechanically, they are your big gears. Your small gears are up here. Now this bicycle is geared for extreme hills. You know, most bicycles have like 1130, 1134. What that means, 1130, I want to speak so everybody understands. 11 means that these smallest cogs down here have 11 teeth on them. 34 means that the top one has 34 teeth on it. So if you match up these large teeth up here with the small chain ring, it's easier to go up hills. Now, most of your bicycles are like 1132 or 1134. My bicycle is 1140. So when you stop at 32 at real steep climbs, I have 8 more teeth that I can go to get me up real steep stuff. Okay, the other thing is all hills are not the same. When you begin to turn and look at a hill, it's not the same as you begin to approach it and make your gear adjustment, okay? And you have to find your sweet spot. When you're on a flat surface, we're not pros. Most of us 11, we ride on our big chain ring on a flat surface at about maybe 13 or 14. I normally ride at 17, which is adequate on my other flat bicycle, but this bicycle is geared for climbing. So what I'm trying to say to you is, you can learn how to climb on flat surfaces, because on the flat surfaces is where you learn your sweet spot. In other words, I can stay in this gear and just ride all day, okay? But in order to learn how to climb, you have to keep that gear, that chain in the middle car, right in the middle. And then when you begin to make your climb, you begin to move the chain closer to your bike frame. So again, in bicycle talk, when you want to climb, you have to move the chain closer to the bike frame as the climb gets a little bit more challenging, or you can feel gravity's pull. I don't care what age you are, if you learn gearing, cycling becomes a joy. If you don't learn how to climb, all you're doing is ride on the bicycle that you can just ride through Franklin Park all day long. So you're not really getting your money's worth. But the real joy in it, attacking blood pressure, weight gain, weight loss, is being able to climb over different surfaces. They don't have to be severe. You don't have to be painful. But if you learn your gearing, it's a joy. Okay, so I don't know. And one of the biggest things that you don't want to do. One of the biggest things you don't want to do, and this really isn't a severe pitch here, is you don't want to try to change your gear with a lot of tension on it, because the chain will come off. Your chain will come off the chain ring. I mean, it's easy to put back on, but when there's a lot of tension on it, on a severe climb, and you're trying to change and you're struggling, that chain will come off. So again, gear selection is critically important. Then your pace at which you're pedaling is the next thing. But you can never develop pace if you're in the wrong gear. See, so you don't want to be in a gear that's geared for the flats, which is down here, when you should be in a gear that's closer to the bike chain. That's all it is. That's all it is. you know. And once you learn how to move that chain from the middle closer to the bike frame, you just do it. But you have to be able to do it over and over and over until it becomes muscle memory. You don't have to struggle with it, but you have to do it enough, and you have to lose your fear of this too. That's a big thing. Oh Lord, you know. I prepare for my climbing the night before. You know, it is what it is. You know, nobody's gonna come and get you, but you have to have. They say in the black church, you got to have a made-up mind. You have to have your mind made up. This is what I really want to do, or it becomes, oh damn. You know, here we go. You know, so that's
my mind.
The reality of it is, we didn't come into the world cycling. All behavior is learned. So again, once you adapt to the joy of cycling and accept climbing is a part of it too, you know, it becomes a joy. You know, but you can't have one before the other. Learning your gears on the flats, and then learning what gear I have to be in that matches the pitch. And that's, again, let me just say it again. Your gear has to match the slope that you're trying to get up, you know. And you can tell, and the only way you can do that is go up enough hills, you know. So that's all it is to it. Okay.